Okie dokie. This should be streaming live and my screen is being shared. Let's get all of this in together. Let's open this up here with my picture. I'm going to open this. Okay, so I've got a pretty urgent update for anybody on Facebook thinking about or trying to run ads. Everybody in this group or watching this video, I'm assuming you have this interest of finding more prospects for your business so that you can sponsor them and grow your team. But there's been some very interesting things going on since the beginning of June, kind of end of May. End of May, in May-ish, March to May, the platform gutted the audiences, which we knew was happening, compliance with the government stuff, all this other jazz, whatever. So that happened and caused, a multitude of some issues. But what we know is happening right now is that anybody who is new running ads or trying to run ads are having a hell of a time getting ads approved, even the accounts to open and run. And for the last couple of weeks, myself and my peers have been, really working hard on trying to figure out a solution, an answer, and a cause. So not to know for sure 100% with certainty, we believe it's because the platform is really making massive updates because of the movement towards creating a store-like interface like Shopify, okay, where selling products, selling goods, services, etc. So the platform is really wanting to promote commerce within the platform, accepting money, transactions, etc., versus sending somebody off site to go buy something through the site, through the Facebook pages. Well, whatever updates, whatever is happening has caused tremendous issue with ad accounts, especially new ones that have not had proven identity yet in order to, have things run. There's no street cred on this account. So we're seeing people who have just opened accounts in the ads manager, the business manager, get shut down immediately. So why is that happening? Probably an algorithm issue, probably a program that was installed that isn't doing its job correctly. Will it be fixed? Eventually, of course. If you've already been running ads for quite a time and your account is seasoned, you probably won't see an issue. Most likely you won't see an issue. This is for brand new people. We're seeing this as a big problem. Literally, we create the ads manager, create the ad accounts, and the pages pull them in. And within like a day or two, the whole thing is shut down, including the personal profiles ad account. And this is nothing to do with network marketing. It has nothing to do with any of that. It is happening across the board, like everywhere. My peers who are also coaches or that teach ads are experiencing the same thing with their clients. It's kind of like the new ad account apocalypse. Is there an answer? Yes. And I'm going to show you what it is. Do you have to be patient? Yes. Should you let it deter you? No. The harder things get, the cheaper the ad prices are, because everybody and their brother who's a total schmoo that doesn't know what they're doing is not going to be able to get ads up and running. It's going to help keep costs down. It's going to weed out the riffraff. So the people that are serious, they want to know, they want to understand, they're going to do great. If you really don't know if ads are for you or not, and you're thinking, maybe I want to run ads, I highly suggest you get under the wing of a mentor so that you're not going at this alone. I've got my webinar. I can put the link here above or it would be above. I'm like trying to think of where this video is going to be. I'll put the link there for my training so that you can get a real deep look at as far as what's going on with Facebook and is it the right time to do ads for your network marketing business. But the good news is there's always an answer. We're ahead of even what's happening on the platform as we interface with the support on the platform. Sometimes they're so frustrated, they're saying, just create a new profile. which is odd because they don't ever do that. They're frustrated too because they're not getting the support or they're not able to even fix things in the customer support interface. So how do we fix this? What do we need to do? Because what's happening is, there are, how do I say, when the accounts get restricted or shut down, you're not told why. And you're chasing a bunch of circles around and following links and supposed descriptions and account quality and all these things, and they never tell you exactly what's happening. That's normal, right? On the platform. What's happening? Nobody knows. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. So I'm going to show you what to do and what to fix, because this is very important. If you know anybody who's experiencing issues on the platform with account shutdowns, get them into this group or tag them in this video if you're seeing this somewhere else, and get them this information. It is imperative. So how do you untangle this ad account restriction mess? Well, the real thing is this. The first thing is there's about 4 things you need to do. The first thing is you need to turn on 2-factor authentication on your profile. I've actually announced this about 6 months or so ago. This should already be up. On the personal profile, the 2-factor authentication should be already in play. All right. If it's not, get into your profile and get this done like now. It's very easy to do. I'm going to show you a little bit of this, but that's the first thing that you do. The second thing you do is through the personal profile is you confirm your identity. I'm going to show you that in a minute. If I could spell identity, like back in 5th grade or something, I can't spell. So you got to confirm your identity. The third thing you need to do is in the business manager, you need to make sure your email is confirmed, or that's a big problem. And in there as well, you need to turn on the 2-factor for all admins in the account. That's the other thing you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is you need to turn the 2-factor authentication on the profile. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing is in here, you need to, this is the profile interface. You come up to the top right under your profile, you go to settings. Here's your settings. The first thing you do is go under security and login. And right here under 2-factor authentication, you need to make sure that is on. Mine is on. You need to do that. If it's not on, click edit, follow the steps, okay? The second thing is, and some people it's going to be in some places versus another. Under the general, you're going to see identity confirmation. You might also see it down here underneath Facebook information. It can be in 2 different places. So follow the steps for identity confirmation. If you're running ads, you need to do this. So you confirm your identity, you click get started, you follow running ads about social issues, and hold on. Got goofy there. Get started. Running ads about social issues, elections, or politics. You're not going to choose that selection in the ads manager, but you are going to select it here on your profile. So you follow this, do your country, United States, or wherever you're at. Hold on. I'm having a problem. There you go, United States. And then you're going to click get started and follow the steps. You're going to do 2 to 3 things when you do this. So the first thing when this happens is you're going to upload your ID. Make sure it is clear and well lit with the pictures. Clear, well lit pictures of your driver's license, state issued ID, or passport. Okay. Clear, no mumbo jumbo. That address needs to be the same address in which you're going to be able to receive mail in the next step. So upload your ID so that it can be appropriately sent into the platform. The second thing is going to be when they accept that, their next step is going to be, they're going to send you a piece of mail with a, I think it's a 6-digit, could be 5, don't quote me on that, code. They're going to send it to you in the mail. It's going to take a couple of days. You take that 6-digit code and you go back into exactly the same spot. And this will look a little different when you go and you fill that out. It'll say, enter your code right here. Okay, so that is where you will enter the code and confirm the ID. It's in the same spot under account settings. You will find it right here. You go into identity confirmation right here. Once you get your code, you submit your ID, you get the code sent to you in the hard mail. So make sure that address in which you get the code is the same as your ID. It's very important. Then you click on view and there'll be a spot there that says enter in your 6-digit code. I'm pretty sure it's 6 digits, not 5. Enter in that code. Now, occasionally we've seen another glitch where it says, oh, sorry, that's not good enough. You must get this document verified by a notary. I've had a couple clients need that to happen, and I don't know exactly what's triggering that, but you might need to do that as well. It is very important that you turn on the 2-factor authentication in the profile and confirm the identity on the profile before you go into the business manager, set up your ad account and start running ads, especially if you're a new account. If you're not a new account and you're not having any issue, don't worry at this time, okay? So the next thing you need to do is under the business manager, you need to make sure your email is confirmed. Oops, wrong direction over here. So I'm under my business settings here in the ads manager. You come down to business info. And one thing, I'm not going to show you my email that's in this file because that's my private information. But when you scroll down, it'll say my info and make sure your name is there and then your email is confirmed. If there is no email address, I'm looking at the bottom of the page in case you're wondering where I'm at. Below my info, you'll see name and email. If there's no email there, you need to put one in. They'll send you an email to confirm. You come back and you do that. If there's any glitches, try a different browser. So you need to confirm the email in here, okay? The other thing you need to do is under users, make sure that under users, that everybody in here under admin access is going to have 2-factor authentication on here, okay? Very, very important. I think that's under Security Center. Yes. So under Security Center in the business settings, and if you're not running your ads through the business settings, you need to be using the business manager. Facebook has a whole other sub-domain of the platform for businesses only, and that you should be running your ads through the business manager. It protects your personal account in case if something goes down. You can also safely add people to your account and not get caught into a tangled mess by letting people have personal access to your profile. So under here, under Security Center, you need to have 2-factor authentication on, and you need to make sure that they do this. So 0 out of 2 people need to turn on 2-factor, because I've had people that I have in this ad account, it is turned on, but you need to make sure this is turned on as well. So there is that. Very, very important. These things are going to help you get this account set up correctly. And then once you have your 2-factor on your profile, you get your ID confirmed, then go in the ads manager, and do these other things, confirm your email through the biz manager, and of course, a 2-factor authentication. Then you can start warming up your ad account with some low budget ads, get things going. Be careful not to, put things on your profile. And that's another training I want to do is, yes, what you put on your personal profile is definitely affecting your ad account status. And that, again, is a whole different topic. I will do that at another date, but I want to talk about the security stuff that you need to do at the moment. And be mindful, if you're going to be running ads on Facebook, do not put controversial stuff on your profile. I'm just going to tell you that. I'm going to end it there. But also on your page has to be not full of your company links. Your page needs to not be talking about make money now, ask me how. Any spammy, scammy stuff needs to be removed off your Facebook page, or you will also have an account problem. But these are the main things right now, if you're getting started on the ad account, to get your account up and running and not have a problem with the immediate restriction problems we're seeing before even people run ads. Okay, we're seeing this, as across the board. It's not a network marketing ads problem. It is a total problem across the entire platform. But because you're in here and you're watching my video, you're seeing how to head this off before it's an issue for you. So I hope this is helpful. This is some stuff that people are not talking about. They don't know how to fix. There's more layers we can add. There's more things you can do, but this is definitely where to begin. If you have any issues, make sure that you have got this stuff done. And like I said, I'll put a link above, or depending on where you're watching below. If this is a rebroadcast, say on YouTube or something, it might be below. But in order to watch more training on Facebook as to what's going on right now, is it the right time for you, et cetera. If you're thinking about running ads, you're getting serious and you want to really understand what the platform is about, or if it's worth it. I think it's worth it, because where else can you get prospects that are exactly looking for you with your business or your product, versus standing behind a vendor booth table for 3 days at 8 hours a day. I used to do those 8-hour days, Friday through Sunday, just spending my time standing behind a vendor booth table or prospecting people in the line of the grocery store. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but to have prospects coming in every day, regardless of what you do in your other resources of, your prospect pools, it's really refreshing to not have a shortage of prospects. But it may not be for you. And if it is, cool. If it's not, that's fine, but you'll find out watching that training. So I hope this was helpful. Get to it, get these 4 things done, and I will catch you guys next time. Be sure to share this with people that you know that might be having an ad account issue. And cheers to the next time.